All right. Put my cans on. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I upload videos every week. Please subscribe and then you'll be notified of my next video. Following my last video, why do you still think about your ex years later? Why are you still haunted by her, the memory of her like a ghost? And you never quite feel like it's left in the rearview mirror. Why are you still anchored to that pain point? And something to think about is the language you use to keep her memory anchored to that pain point, to the breakup moment. The reason I find it interesting and downright essential to talk about these things, about pedestrian everyday life, your relationship with things, but especially people, and predominantly for most of the guys who are following my channel, their relationship romantically with women, why you find certain things hard, and how, through ethically and philosophically thinking these things through and developing a moral philosophy, you're better able to move forward with less pain, less stress, and just really with much more ease than you otherwise would have. I had a really thoughtful comment that I thought was an important addition to my previous video, why you still can't get over your ex months, years later. She still haunts you. It's still a sore spot. It's a wound that never heals. On my Instagram, Shark Mimmin left a really insightful comment that seems benignly true, that we all kind of know it, but until you speak it, you don't realize how important it is. He says, it's because the use of the word your ex or my ex, people are still taking ownership of it and haven't let it go. This is an excellent point, and that's why I'm making this video. Is your language holding on to your ex? This is why I say it's always important to write. Read your own words coming out of your head, through your hand onto paper. See what you think. See how you speak to yourself, what language you use, how invisible you are in terms of your ethics, how little self-esteem is in the way you speak and your lexicon. How much will you have? All those sort of things. Keeping it in your head, you may believe certain things, but if it's never expressed, that probably goes a long way into telling you why you're frustrated in a lot of ways. So that's why I always suggest people write, or at least engage in conversations where they can express, because you need to let this stuff out. If it's a herd of cats inside you and you're bumping into furniture without any real ability to kind of let it out, it's just, man, you have one big advantage, is your intellectual curiosity, your interests in abstracts and general philosophy compared to women on average. It is to your benefit to think better and speak better. So this was a very important point I wanted to make a quick but potent video about, is listen to the language you casually let out of your mouth. Do you keep owning the pain point of the past? Do you keep the ghost alive by saying my? Do you keep it close? So instead of my ex, why don't we say an ex? The language you use makes you feel a certain way unconsciously, whether you know it or not. If you've got reflexive language that you use and you don't know you're using it, you could still be responsible for her via the ownership of language you're using. She's still residing within you in a very intimate, personal way. Depersonalize her. Depersonalize the things that do not belong anymore. The ownership of language you use, especially about the things we're frustrated with, gentlemen, is essential. Now that I think about it, it is probably the most essential and primary thing we can do. After we've got that foundation, thinking philosophically, broadly, acting on it, changing your life, changing your routines, that comes secondarily. But I really think how you speak to yourself, the language you use, how you come to terms with it in your own head, the foundations of which you stand up in and of yourself to be able to move in life and think in life and speak. Thanks for that comment, Shark Mimmin. It was really important, and it seems elementary. The language we use, are we keeping them inside to keep ourselves more heartbroken than we otherwise would have been? Would we have moved on if just as a simple device, stopped saying my ex and said an ex. Think about it. Let me know your comments in the comment section below, guys. What experience have you had with simply changing your language or doing something so small but effective like that? The effect is like a tidal wave, but the act of doing it is just like a little switch. Big benefits from small actions, gentlemen. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you enjoyed this video and would like to say thanks and support me, there are links below. And a big thanks to my patrons and PayPal subscribers that have donated and supported me this month. It means a lot, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.